Joining me now, the founder of the American Truth Project and Daily Ledger contributor, Barry Nussbaum. Barry, it's interesting the way the mainstream media is reporting this, and I want to pair it apart a little bit. One of the things that's jumping out is this contact between Roger Stone and a high-ranking Trump campaign official, and you had the mainstream media out there saying, "Ooh, yeah, that's President Trump directing Roger Stone what to do." Oh, it could be President Trump. It could have been Donald Trump at the time, prior to being president. It could have been Steve Bannon. But trying to get information about WikiLeaks is not a crime, last I checked. In fact, we were doing that at the same time. I was telling my crew, hey, we need to find out when the next WikiLeaks dump is.
Yeah, apparently there was a middleman from WikiLeaks that contacted Roger Stone out of the blue and said, we've got 40,000 documents, not pages, documents, that they obtained somehow from the DNC and Hillary Clinton's computers. And any campaign would have said, holy cow, what have you got? Can we use it? Is there good stuff there? Which is apparently exactly what Roger Stone did. I think it's really, really important that this indictment be shown for what it is. I spent the morning reading it. There's not one single allegation that says anything about Russia, collusion with Russia, Trump collusion with Russia, or campaign collusion with Russia, which is the entire focus of the Mueller investigation and what the Mueller investigation is supposed to be doing. Apparently, they got Roger Stone on not giving forthright answers to Congress about where he got the information and how he talked about it. So let's be clear, Graham. Mueller still has not fulfilled his mission as far as we know, and certainly not in regards to the Roger Stone indictment. And as Roger Stone said this morning after he was walked out of the courtroom, if I testify against President Trump, it means I'm lying. He had nothing to do with any of this, right. And that's what they want me to say, is what he alleged, and that's really scary stuff, if that's true, Graham.
All right, let's look at count 1 of the indictment and then counts 2 through 6. Count 1, corruptly influenced, obstructed, impeded, and endeavored to influence, obstruct, and impede the due and proper exercise of the power of inquiry by the House, that would be the House of Representatives, failed to turn over and lied about the existence of responsive record. Let's go to the other slide I have too, which is indictments counts 2 through 6, perjury, knowingly and willfully made and caused to be made materially false, fictitious, and fraudulent statements and misrepresentations. Number 1, you read the indictment. I skimmed through it. I read most of it. Obviously, Robert Mueller got these documents because they're in the indictment, and they're not damning. Again, in a large picture sense, it may prove that Roger has a memory lapse of some kind and maybe didn't remember these emails and these text messages. So obviously he got the documents. And again, this boils down to process crimes and nothing to do with the charter of Robert Mueller.
I could not agree with you more, Graham, and nobody but you this morning reading the indictment noticed that. All of the news all day today is horrible, horrible descriptions of Mr. Stone. I heard him called on another news channel a scumbag by the announcer on the air. They have indicted, literally sent him to prison, and he's awaiting execution in the minds of the other mainstream reporters on this story. But nobody, and I mean nobody, seems to care whether or not this has anything to do with Russia, Russia collusion, or interference in the election. Every campaign in America, I believe, would be very happy to see information on an opponent if it showed up from a source saying, hey, I've got stuff on the other side. Right. Nobody would say no to that. And probably when Roger Stone went before Congress, he might have taken the questions out of context. He might have thought about it in a different way, or maybe he lied. But you know what? It has nothing to do with what Mueller's supposed to be doing.
Right.
I'll bet you if they looked at every member of Congress, they would find something that that person would not be truthful about. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a crime other than misleading Congress on a tangent off in the wrong direction in the woods, which so far, that's all this is.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.